Hi, I'm Shannon from HouseImprovements.com, and we're at that point in time of the year again where we're going to do our quick review for 2017. We'll just have a little bit of a look back at some of the things that we accomplished and did and you guys watched. And then near the end of the video, I'm going to have a look forward at 2018 and we'll talk a little bit about what you might see coming up. So first off, I just want to thank everybody, all our subs and anybody else who's been watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting on all the videos and content that we've put out in the last, well, since 2010 we've been going on. So, you know, we've got 7 years pretty much in the books right now. And I think we've progressed at a pretty good pace, hopefully keeping everybody interested enough to keep tuning in. So I just want to thank you all. Secondly, I just want to touch on our Patreon. We have a lot of faithful supporters on our Patreon. If you don't know what the Patreon is, you can check out the link in the description below and have a look there. It's basically kind of like a little tip jar for us people who produce content and put it on YouTube here, so that you supporters can go in and help us out a little bit financially if you want to. So it's a tip jar for me. With Patreon, like I said, I just want to touch on a few things. We generally have been trying to give out a shout out to our top contributors for the year, or really for lifetime is what it is. So these guys, they've not only been on there for a fair amount of time, supporting us every month, but they've also built up a nice amount of support for us, and we greatly appreciate it. So on that list this year, we've got Bryce, Warren, Anton, Bruce, Peter, and John. So those individuals there, they've really stepped up to the plate, and we very much appreciate your help. As far as longtime supporters, these are the guys going, guys and maybe even women at some point. Right now it's all guys on the list, but these are the guys going right back to the beginning. They've been there, most of them pretty much from day one sort of thing. So on the longtime supporters of Patreon for us, we've got Ian, Jordan, Eric, Michael, and Kirk. So all those guys have been there for quite a while. They may not be our top contributors. I don't think any of those names cross over, but they're there in whatever capacity they're able to do for us, and we appreciate them just as much. And everybody else in between, at some point hopefully we'll get your name on these lists, but we've got quite a few supporters there, and it's hard to get everybody in there. So but eventually you might see your name. So okay, so let's see, what's our next point? Something that we were quite proud of actually this year, as far as our subscribers. We passed the 300,000 subscriber mark. So I think right now, basically at the end of 2017, we're sitting at 322,000 subscribers. So we just love it when people would click that subscribe button, and just keeps that number going up and up. And if you know anybody who DIYs or does any of the stuff that we typically show here, pass us along to them, and hopefully they'll subscribe as well, and we'll get that number even higher for next year. At 322,000, that's actually a jump of 86,000 subscribers in 2017. So that's a significant number for little old House Improvements. We're getting bigger every year, so that's great. Something else we've seen is a fair amount of growth on the forum and just general busyness over the whole website and forum and YouTube and everything in 2017. For those of you that have never used our forum or never even checked it out, maybe we'll include a link to that as well in the description. And if you want to just go down there and go over and check it out, that's the best place. If you're watching one of my videos and you have a question about one of your projects, or just something that I did in the video, it's way better off to go to the forum and ask that question there, because I will directly get back to you, or we've got a few guys there now hanging out in the forum that are really helpful in all aspects too. So if I don't directly get back to you with an answer, one of those guys will. And it's just the best place for questions like that, because we can give you a direct answer. We can converse back and forth a little bit better than just placing your question in the comments. The comments, we're getting so many now, it's really hard to keep up with that. So if you're putting a question in the comments, chances are I'm probably not going to see it and likely not respond to it either. So like I said, put your questions in the forum. And as far as the comments go, you know, all the great vibes you can give us, all the likes, that sort of stuff, that's a great place for the comments. So and always click like, the little like icon on the videos as well if you've liked what we've produced there, so that helps us. So we got that all out of the way. What was my next point? This is where I'm going to do a little bit of a year in review as far as videos. So we uploaded 28 videos this year. That's down a little bit from last year. But what we're trying to do is stay on just a nice pace. You know, we're not overburdening you with a whole bunch of stuff, but you can come to expect that our videos are coming out on a regular pace. We've been switching the days that we release around a little bit throughout the year, trying to find just the right fit. Right now, I think we're on Saturdays, and hopefully we can find that right day that works where we can get the most people's attention. So, but Saturdays right now is when you'll see our releases every 2 to 3 weeks. So videos, we received 20 million views this year. So that's 137 million minutes of our videos watched. 134,000 likes and 7,500 comments. So 20 million views, that's a good number of views for, what did I say, 28 videos. So now that, I guess our 28 videos was just what we released this year. We've got over, what do we have, 200 and, that's a good question. I think we have about 230-ish videos, 240-ish videos. So all those 20 million views would be spread out over all those videos. And all those numbers are pretty good increases from 2016. So top video this year, now this is the one that got the most views, was watched the most. It was actually a video we shot probably, I'm gonna guess that it was 2 years ago, and that was how to cut a circle out of a floor tile. Not a video I ever expected that would get the amount of views that it's getting, but I'm not gonna bash it at all. It got 5.5 million views all on its own, just this year, that one video. Why? I don't know. I guess there's a lot more people that need to cut a hole in a tile than I ever thought. But anyways, that's our top viewed video of all time for this year. The most viewed video that we produced this year, they're fairly close, the top 2 or 3, so I'm going to list them. So how to install a microwave. That's a hanging microwave over your stove or your range. That one had our top views for videos that was produced this year. How to wire a single pole light switch. That one had lots of views as well. How to wire a switched receptacle. Again, just posted this year, but had some of the top amount of views. And then we had the video showing how to install the faux stone panels on the wall. It was kind of a feature wall. It was a nice little video, and I think it turned out really well in the end, you know, the overall look of the stone. And it's a little less expensive option as opposed to using real stone, and it still looks pretty good. So if you haven't seen it, check that out. So last year, like I said, 2017 was good. We had great numbers. We had you know, a few less videos, but I think the quality was there. We went a little different this past year. We had a lot more how to use tool type videos, and it's maybe where we should have started right back in the beginning. Show you guys how to use the tools before you show the projects that you can use them in. But anyways, we did a lot of those. There's going to be a few more coming up this year, and that kind of gets us to what I want to talk about in 2018. So we've already planned quite a few videos. I think we've got about 5 or 6 sitting in the queue, ready to be released. We had a little bit of a problem at the end of 2017 with some equipment issues. The video quality turned out not to be perfect on the last 6 videos or so that we shot of the year. Well, at the end of the year, they weren't all released last year. We released one, you probably have seen it. It was about 3 or 4 minutes, and it was a video showing how to change a fluorescent fixture to an LED fixture by simply changing the bulb out. Pretty short video, pretty common project though that I think a lot of people are doing, converting, you know, garages, maybe your office space or whatever, over to LED. But we did have, and I know you noticed it, we did have a little bit of technical difficulty with the video quality. So like I said, we had shot a bunch of videos in that same time span. We've been looking at all the other videos. I think we finally found the problem. So we've got it fixed other than that one video. We've corrected all the other ones. But you might have noticed we kind of missed a few videos here at the end of the year, and that was because of this problem that we were trying to figure out what was going on. So sorry about the bit of delay in December. We had a few weeks go by with nothing coming out, but starting in January, we're going to get back on pace, and away we go. So we've got a few videos ready to go, like I said. They're uploaded, they're scheduled for release, and hopefully our video quality is better. So it looks good, so we'll see what happens once it actually comes online. For 2018, I think I already mentioned, you're probably going to see a few more tool videos again. We're going to try to do a few more of those, but we want to get back on track with some projects as well. So we've got some electrical videos coming out. They seem to be what a lot of people are really wanting to watch, so we went a little more in depth with a few of those projects, and like I said, you're going to see those coming out here in 2018. Saturday releases I already talked about. Oh, so in the comments of this video, perfect spot if you have some suggestions for videos for 2018 and in the future, just list them down here in the comments. Perfect spot for us to have a look at it. I know we did this last year. We actually used some of those comments turned into videos, so we appreciate the suggestions. And you know, we can't do them all, obviously, and some are just not doable. We've got to have the right scenario to do the videos, unless it's something we can mock up fairly quickly. So I appreciate everybody that watched in 2017, and I hope you stick with us for 18. It's going to be another great year, I hope, and yeah. Let's just see what happens. Thanks a lot for watching.